bro. I'm trying to stream this.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here. As it'll be the NFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis. Well, Charles, the Colts, what a run through the playoffs. There were a lot of great teams in the AFC, but they outlasted them all as they shoot for their second win as residents of Indianapolis and their third overall.
Yeah, let's recount the history there. They won with Peyton Manning Super Bowl 41 back in 2007. And remember, the Baltimore Colts won Super Bowl V over the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their fourth appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that
got Richardson over there.
Massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
1st and 10, Taylor now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This Super Bowl, of course, is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, he saw that his team was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Block it in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches.
Golly.
Boy, a curious decision.
Could have got by that, though.
Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Damn. 4th and inches, I couldn't get it.
That are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Should have just did quarterback sneak, but he had everybody in his mama.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Richardson. That time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It's going to be a good game.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say
that could have been bad.
I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Landry, you probably shouldn't be back here, bro.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Good
He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 19-5. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Walker, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, Walker.
Get in there.
He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
I think that's going to stand, partner.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
See what we got.
Taylor to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Kind of feel got a shot for him.
That would be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Richardson off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments.
Whoa, good tackle.
Puts him on the ground.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
If that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it, and boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Walker once more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Second and 9. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Richardson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
Well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On third down, here's Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Oh my God, bro.
The 8-yard line before the goal again. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
I got me. Golly, good play.
As the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That pass also evens the margin for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie.
Man,
back to even is a
big score before half. Always big.
As he tries to become their leader.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I honestly wasn't expecting that.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Just wasn't expecting that. Ah, that's bad defense though. They could have played better.
Back to Walker on first down. To about the 35, second down.
Good first half. So man, that touchdown before half is needed.
The Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Anthony Richardson is a problem, bro.
Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
He really is a problem.
Coming to the line here to begin the next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
I mean, we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Jeez.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes
Still
it
in the Super Bowl.
21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Man.
It's all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the option, here's Taylor. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie.
Slow down. You call I too fast, bro.
Inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
No.
Takes this one in for a
Oh, my gosh.
Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
It's complete.
Wow.
And he will get into the end zone.
Wow, and I got you stood right there in the flags, bro. You not gonna go for that? Like what you going to is.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that.
Come on, defense. Jesus.
Receivers streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Airing it out deep for Woods.
Yes.
That's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. To the 36-yard line, stop there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Lock it in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 30. 80 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And going right back to Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 50. after the run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He'll buy some time right.
Had him.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Come on, D.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 69 yards rushing for them now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The Colts on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Got a man. Taylor. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
Lead, bro. Oh, God.
Isaiah McKenzie, 30 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again.
It's my fault, man. I love scoring that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now receiver in motion left. Gino's going to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That was huge. Huge.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great?
Oh, my God.
That'd be when Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good.
To Metcalf. Metcalf is champ.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball.
let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
When you're in the own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Smith going to throw it. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Come on, bro. Don't give up. Keep playing.
Teams are looking for
Let's go finish the game now.
That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Man, was a problem. He became bro to save him. He could throw out the trouble. MVP. I missed it.